Hello princesses! Today I'm doing a get ready with me to go mystery shopping. I think mystery shopping is like a worldwide thing, but it's basically like a little job where you can go and pretend like you're shopping at a place and then go and give feedback and get paid for it. So this is my little get ready for that. It's very low-key, very quick, very rambly, so if you'd like to see how I achieved this very boring look, please just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start out with some primer, and I'm going to be using the Glow Balm by Missha. I should really stop storing this on its side because all of the product just hangs out over there, but I mean, I don't think there's anything actually wrong. Surprisingly good packaging, considering its odd shape. But it is significantly more space conscious to store it on its side like that. Just to be able to, you know, get things out without stacking. I feel like if I put it downwards, I'd stack things on top and I'd never be able to get to it, which would be very irritating for me. But I'm starting with the primer because my skin is a little bit meh at the moment. It's okay. But I think like a little bit of extra glowy will be nice. Then I'm going to be using my Etude House Double Lasting Serum Foundation. This one is in the shade Y03, which I think is Ivory. I apologize if the lighting is not super good today. I've actually got the window shade like half closed because it's quite overcast and I've been sick and I'm a little bit sensitive to the light. So I was just sitting there like squinting at it. So it was either a half closed blind or no video. So I'm going to start by applying the foundation in the center of the cheeks where I want the most coverage, and then spreading out from there. I feel like this just gives me like a more like realistic sort of finish on the skin because I've got a bit of redness and like scarring right in the middle of the cheeks there. Same with like starting in the middle of the forehead and then spreading it out. Generally like the outside of the face is kind of more shadowy anyway, so if it gets a little bit less foundation, I don't tend to notice. And this way I use less foundation, get a more natural finish, and there's less upkeep throughout the day as well, for sure. I've also really liked like picking up the foundation and then like spreading it onto the sponge and like blending it on the back of my hand rather than picking it up and putting it straight on the face and spreading it out from there. Again, just gives more of a natural finish. Got a lot of redness around the sides of my nose at the moment, and it's also very flaky. I think some of the retinol got on there accidentally last night, and the skin is not happy, but that's okay. Trying to avoid like rubbing it, so just the dab, dab, dab sort of application over anything else. And then I'm just going to apply it a little bit more to the chin area where I've got a few little pimples and acne scars, and the base of the nose there. I'm not going to focus a huge amount of the U foundation onto the birthmark because it's not going to be covered by that, but just a little light layer so it doesn't look texturally different from the rest of my face. And that is going to be the foundation for today. I feel like as I'm getting older I'm using less foundation, which is ironic because I thought your skin would be nicer in the earlier years. And then I'm going to powder lightly using my Skinfood Peach Cotton Powder. I'm not actually sure if my skin was nicer when I was younger or older. I feel like it's mostly the same aside from the acne. Because I was looking at photos, like going through my hard drive of photos from like when I was a teenager. And quite honestly, like my skin kind of looks the same, which is great because I'm in my 30s. So that's like, you know, that's really good. But like I think the makeup trends and the way that I applied the makeup is definitely better now. Like to the point where I'm like, I want to kind of go back and recreate some of my teenager and young 20s makeup looks, loosely quote looks, because also to be honest it looks pretty similar, like in terms of like I've always had like foundation that mostly fit, didn't really go into the dream matte mousse, like I wasn't one of those girlies because the colours never worked, and I refused to dye myself orange. But yeah, there's definitely some differences, specifically like the eyebrows. The eyebrows. But let me know if that's something that you're like a Becca throughout the ages sort of thing. Then I'm going to be using my Innisfree two-tone brow kit. I have pressed into this little container, the remainder of it, which ironically, I remember the name of this one way more now that I've pressed it and I'm not looking at the packaging. I think it's because with the packaging I kept trying to find the actual name on it, and it never really worked because the name wasn't very obvious. But I'm using a little bit of that to just fill it in the brows really gently. The brows do need a little bit of trimming at the moment. I'm going to do a tiny bit of eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Dasique palette. This is the Dasique shadow palette in number 4 Pastel Dream. And I'm going to use a large fluffy brush and use this matte brown shade and basically just put that all over, it's kind of brownish, the eyelid. I feel like this gives the eyelid like a little bit of depth without looking too makeup-y. So it definitely looks like I've got makeup on, but not like I spent a lot of time doing it. Which is kind of the look I'm going for. Like that. And then a bit underneath the eyeline as well. And yeah, I know the lighting's not super good because it's very much more brightly lit from one side of my face than the other, but that's okay. I don't think anybody is here actually looking for like solid makeup looks, especially for eyeliner, especially for eyeshadow, my goodness. It's not really what my channel does. Still love this palette though. Speaking of what my channel actually really does, realistically it's just reviews of products. I still love this one actually. Same with like the Etude House Double Lasting Serum Foundation. I was about halfway through the bottle and it's still a foundation that I really love. Such a good colour as well. And I'm going to use a tiny bit of shimmer. I'm going to use the second one, the warmer one, just on the tip of the finger and just put like a tiny bit of that in the middle of the eye. For a little bit of sparkle. I'm not going to do anything in the inner corner because I feel like that looks very like made up, which is not particularly the look I'm going for today. And then I'm going to do eyeliner. I'm going to do a brown eyeliner. This one is from MerryMonde Super Twim and it's the shade, good luck to me, I don't know, it's like greyish brownish, like a nice little gentle wing. I've noticed it as well, like I never really do like a full line of eyeliner anymore, like it's always halfway. Again, kind of saw that from like my old makeup things and I was like, oh, I didn't always do that. So that's definitely something that I do now more so. Ah! Got an eyelash in my eye. Then I'm going to do my usual mascara, which is the Heimish Dailism mascara. And that is the Eye Look Complete. They're very, very, very low-key. Just a little bit of makeup. Then for blush, I think I'm going to go with the Kbeauty favourite. Although, actually, rather than the NARS, I'm going to use the Etude House Dreaming Swan orange colour. Really similar. I would say maybe the Etude House one has like a little bit more glitter and slightly more pink in it. Which is kind of what I'm looking for. Still absolutely love these blushes. I'm still peeved that half of them came with a really pretty like ballerina puff and half of them didn't. That's one of the plain puffs. But you win some, you lose some. I don't know why they didn't do it all the way. I think that there was something wrong with production or the finish, but I miss them. They were really cute. So I'm going to get a good amount of blush and a little bit on the nose as well. And then for lips, because the cheeks are nice and shiny, I'm going to go for a more matte finish. This is the Romance See-Through Matte Tint in number 7 Onion Beige from the Hanbok collection. I really liked. And I'm going to put a little bit on and then just kind of... That was a bad idea. My lips are so flaky. That is gross. Oh well. I'll put on lip balm in the car. I absolutely picked off a lot of that dead skin off camera because it was kind of gross, honestly. My lips are getting so dry lately. I've been really dehydrated because I'm sick. Oh, I was sick. So that is the final look. It's quite understated, hopefully. Looks more like I'm off to go get an actual fucking mortgage, which is unrealistic in New Zealand. I don't know if you guys not sure if the overseas people kind of follow with New Zealand's housing prices, but it's like one of the most unaffordable places at the moment apparently, so that's cool. Here is the outfit nobody asked for as well. My tiny skinny mirror. The skirt is from YesStyle. It is, oh, I need to unstatic it though. Random shit. And then the little cardigan is also from YesStyle from, I think, the Minimalist haul. I actually ended up really liking them, but yeah, no, this one needs to be de-static before I wear it outside. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings, and I'll see you next time. Bye!